Get it? The Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
The New York Times released an article that basically demanded one of the biggest artists of our generation come out as gay. Taylor Swift.
What is up with an article like that?
It's so bizarre. So you might be wondering, Abby, why is one of the most respected news outlets in the country speculating about an artist's sexuality?
And forcing somebody to come out.
Yeah, isn't that kind of messed up? Like, didn't we as a society agree that the kindest thing for the LGBTQ community was to let people come out on their own terms and their own way, because it can be a very difficult thing for people?
And what publication was this again?
The New York Times.
Okay.
The New York Times.
Yeah, it's not the National Enquirer. Like, this is like...
So let me back up just a little bit. There's this conspiracy theory in the Swiftie community about Taylor Swift being gay, and they call themselves the Gaylors, which is admittedly a very fun and quirky name. But anyway, it's a large group of fans that see her lyrics through a queer lens and interpret certain lyrics that Taylor Swift is secretly trying to say that she's bi, but won't come out and actually say it. She wants to use her lyrics as a way to come out.
Okay, so to be a Gaylor, do you have to be gay, or do you just have to think Taylor Swift is gay?
You just have to believe in the conspiracy theory that she is a part of the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
And before I explain this theory, before we actually go down the rabbit hole, let me state that Taylor has already come out multiple times saying she's not gay. Most recently, it was in the prologue to her 1989 re-recorded album that she talks about being an ally to this community that she is not a part of. So this has really stayed within the Swiftie community until an editor from the New York Times released an opinion piece that speculates on her sexuality and pretty much claims that Taylor is a member of the LGBTQ community and she is doing harm to the entertainment industry because she's not coming out. So this woman, for context, has already written an article doing the same thing to Harry Styles. And this article about Taylor Swift that she wrote is called "Look What We Made Taylor Swift Do." It's by Anna Marks. She's an editor for the opinion section in the New York Times. And in it, this author opens up by talking about a queer country artist who had thought about ending her life because of the difficulties of breaking into the music industry in 2006. Very different times. So the entire article leans into this conspiracy theory and pretty much all but calls Taylor Swift gay. And is like, we need Taylor Swift to come out. Because right now, in the year of our Lord 2024, where some of the most prominent musical acts in the country are gay, people who are gay in the music industry can't succeed until somebody big comes out and says that they're gay. Let me just state for the record, we have Lil Nas X, Troye Sivan, Janelle Monáe, Elton John, Miley Cyrus. We have incredible musical acts that are openly gay.
Lil Nas X is gay?
Is this breaking news for you?
This is so ick.
It's
like
so
everything
ick.
about it is so ick.
Yeah.
Why she's a bully. Like, she's trying to bully somebody into coming out when she doesn't, like, you don't know.
Well, not only do you not know, Taylor herself has said, I am not.
It's like if I came on and I talked about dating boys, but then people in the comments of our Bert Show, if the people saw in the videos that we post on our Bert Show social media, they're like, Abby's not actually straight. She's actually talking about women when she talks about her dating stories. It's so deeply problematic. And so I followed this Taylor Swift commentator. His name is the Swiftologist. And he actually has a really great hour-long video talking about how harmful this is. And this is not the first time it has happened to other artists, and it has deeply impacted them.
Speculating at length in the New York Times and spreading false information and conspiracy theories about someone's sexuality is so far from living in aspiration. That is not an aspirational world of a gay experience that I, as a gay person, want to live in. A queer life without friction should mean that people do not take this much of a studied interest in other people's sexuality. To be fulfilled and to feel accepted, you cannot also feel harassed, bullied, and scared. Other celebrities who experienced behavior like this, such as Kit Harington, Louis Tomlinson, Harry Styles, have spoken about how incredibly psychologically damaging this crusade to out them was. Lauren from Fifth Harmony felt that she was further boxed into the closet because of this and painted as a predatory lesbian trying to turn Camila Cabello into being interested in women. And she described that was an incredibly painful experience for her, and it did not lead her to any sort of self-acceptance, and it did not lead the culture towards any wider acceptance either. That's what this kind of speculation does. It encourages a culture of fear and silence. It does not alleviate it.
So it's incredibly harmful to have these kinds of pieces come out. And I am so shocked that the New York Times, I mean, it's one thing if it was, a tabloid fodder, but this is an incredibly respected publication. And granted, it's an opinion piece. So, I mean, this is just somebody's opinion. But to come out and basically demand that Taylor Swift be gay or otherwise other acts can't be successful is ridiculous.
I don't even get why it's relevant. I mean, you're entitled to the music that these artists create and whatever that they're creating. Their sexual lives is so irrelevant to the fact that they're artists. I never really got the whole wanting to know what they do in their bedroom thing.
At the end of the day, even though it's the New York Times, they are still content providers. So they have to get clicks, and they have to get people to their newspapers, and they have to get people to their website. And they know an article like this is going to do it because it does seem very un-New York Times-ish.
Yeah, well, I think they should delete it. But anyway, for more stories, head to the Bert Show podcast on your favorite listening platform.
Get it? The Bert Show.